Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Pretty in Pink. So tomorrow my church is going to be having a little function where we're going to have an ornament exchange, and this was the ornament I was able to acquire. It was super last minute and I got it from the dollar store, and while it doesn't look horrible, it looks a little bit drab, a little bit dreary. So today's video is going to be us kind of sprucing it up, adding a bit more character, a bit more color, and hopefully making it something I am not ashamed to give to somebody. So to do this, you're going to need your ornament from the Dollar Tree, whatever ornament you've got, a second ornament, so you can use the things from the second ornament to spruce up the first ornament, especially those jingle bells. You're also going to need glue, hot glue sticks, and you're going to have a hot glue gun that's off screen warming up, and you're going to need some scissors. Alright, so let's get to it. So the first thing you're going to see me do is remove that bow that's on the bell. You can see it kind of has those twisty ties they use to keep your chips fresh. I'm just going to cut off the long tails of that twisty tie. That way I'll be able to hot glue it on and it'll be more secure. My glue gun was still warming up, so while we're waiting for that to warm up, I'm going to take all the bells off of this little door jingle jangle and I need to put one of the bells inside of my ornament because, funnily enough, even though the ornament I got is shaped like a bell, it does not have any jingle bell inside of it. So here you see me separating all the jingle bells out of there, and next you'll see me measuring how much string I'm gonna need for the jingle bell to be inside of my little bell ornament, so that I know how much to cut. So that's what you're seeing me do right now, actually. And you'll see that I eventually cut. And it was very interesting. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to thread it through the hole at the top. So I want to thread it through the hole at the top so I can tie a knot within the bell. I'll tie a knot and then I'll also secure it with hot glue so that I'll have like a little jingle bell when you shake it. But it was very interesting trying to thread it through. I ended up needing to use my mechanical pencil to try to thread it through, and then I ended up having to get my tweezers, which you're seeing me get right now. So I pull it out with my tweezers. So it was very interesting trying to thread it through, but we ended up getting it. Here you see me shaking it because I want to see what length I need the ribbon to be for me to get a good jingle sound. Fun fact, or a little note for you if you do this: if you make the ribbon too short, it won't jingle, but if you make it too long, it'll kind of wobble all over the place and it won't be a pretty jingle. What you see me doing right now is I'm actually just hot gluing the top portion of the bell. I realized it was loose, so I'm just making it a little bit secure, like the top portion of the decorative part of the bell. So I'm just making it more secure. So since I did that, you are gonna see me rethread once more. So I'm not gonna explain that anymore. You already know what I'm doing. I had to rethread because I had to take it out in order to hot glue that little decorative portion I was talking about before. So the hard part's over. Our bell can now jingle jangle. Don't believe me? Well, take a listen to this. So now it's time for me to finally glue the bow back onto the bell, which I've been wanting to do since the beginning of the video. So once that's nice and hot glued on there, you're gonna see me cut off the rest of the ribbons from the bells that I had from that second ornament. See that? I'm keeping these tails a little bit long because I am going to make these bells into earrings, which I'll show you guys in another video, hopefully a short or something like that. So I'm just harvesting these ribbons so I can use the ribbon as added decoration for my ornament. So I originally wanted to put that ribbon at the base portion of the bell, and I also wanted to add it around the kind of wreath area. I quickly realized I didn't have enough to do that. So I was like, okay, I need to improvise. So what can I do? And I realized that I had that little circle that's part of the door jingle, and I unraveled it and I was kind of testing out some things, seeing if it'll work as a wreath, and I realized I don't like it as a wreath. So then I started trying it at the base of the bell, and what I found kind of surprised me, and here's my reaction. Looks really good here.
this might... I feel like this might look really good here. Am I bugging, or does this kind of look cute? Oh crap, I hate having to make decisions. Oh gosh, I hate having to make decisions. I think this looks cuter here than it does on the wreath. And this looks, it looks really cute here. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. This ribbon, ugh, why didn't I just buy two? And now I can't go tomorrow to buy two. The thing is tomorrow. This ribbon looks really cute here. Gosh. It's really nice and simple. Versus, you know what? I'm just gonna be different. I'm gonna do this. Because at the end of the day, this ribbon looks good on here. But this doesn't. Let me just make sure this ribbon looks good on here and it's not in my head. Like, no, this ribbon looks really good on here. It looks like a wreath. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that.
So this is just footage of me checking to make sure that the ribbon still looks good on that wreath handle, and it does, so there's nothing to worry about. So now I'm going to start hot gluing that decoration onto the base of the bell. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first line it up so that the back kind of uglier portion is facing the back of the bell. And then I'm going to take a dollop of hot glue and I'm going to put it in one section. So when I see how I'm twisting, first I have to retwist it so it's nice and smooth. Then I put a dollop where I want to put that rope, where I want that rope to be. And then I'm going to place the rope on that dollop of hot glue. I just do that so it can be steady, as opposed to like trying to put the hot glue all in one line and stuff like that, and then it could get really messy. I just put that dollop there, and that just helps me to be steady for the rest. And I do dollops all the way around the base of the bell. You will see that. I do dollops at the back of the bell, I do dollops at the side of the bell, things like that. One mistake I did make with this first dollop is I made it a bit too big in my opinion, and you will see soon how I kind of, right here, I kind of like was picking at it because I thought it was a bit too visible because I made that dollop too big. So when you guys do this, try to make your dollops of hot glue relatively small so they can hide behind the decoration. So now the rest of this footage is just me applying small dollops of hot glue in certain areas and lining up the rope so that it is evenly placed on the base of the bell. So this is just a close-up of me pulling some of the hot glue off of the edges of that place where I put that big dollop. I just kind of am trying to make that place look a little neater, and I'm showing you guys how I did it. So you guys already saw how I wrapped the ribbon around the wreath. So I'm not going to repeat myself there, but the reason why I didn't show you guys here is because I was wrapping it just to see how it would look, and I ended up really liking how this looked. So then I didn't want to move it because I was scared I would ruin it. But one little note, at first I was going to like put dollops of glue wherever the ribbon wrapped around that wreath. But then I realized I really don't need to do that. I'm only going to put glue where it's necessary. So at the beginning of the ribbon, at the end of the ribbon, and right here where you see me connecting one piece of the ribbon to the next piece, those are the only places that I put hot glue for this section. So after wrapping it, just give the leaves a nice little fluff, and then our ornament is finished. Even though everything's completed, I still like to do one last look around, pull off any strings of hot glue, and just make sure that everything looks nice and neat.
So it's nighttime. So it's nighttime right now, but I am going to try to show you guys some glamour shots.
I really love how this came out. I'm so proud of it. I hope you guys like this video. If you did like this video and you want more videos like it, please give me a like and subscribe. Bye!